Welcome to today's video, and what we're doing now is a quick warm-up that is suitable for any of your workouts. You can play this 9-minute session before any of the YouTube videos here, or if you're gonna go to the gym and do your own lifting, this is perfect to get your body ready for it. I'm not gonna do a tutorial of them because what I like to do is just keep it short and shiny and sharp. 9 minutes, we're gonna hit go on this, and you've got 20 seconds to make your way to some sort of a structure or something you can lean against. We've got forward leg swings, okay? So, I'm gonna hold on with my left leg, I'm gonna swing my right leg forward and backwards, and we've got 30 seconds worth of swings. Now, quick note about warm-ups. You might actually see a few of these movements done as static stretches. Beep, go. You might see them done as static stretches, but it's very, very important that when we're doing a warm-up, we keep things nice and dynamic. So dynamic is a word used to describe, it's sometimes an adjective used to describe movement and how a movement looks. But in this case, what we're trying to do is make sure we're not actually holding any of these poses or any of these postures in a long extended stretch. So forward leg swing. We've got to rest for 10 seconds. 10 seconds just while you walk around and get into the next movement. We're gonna do the other leg now. You don't need to balance up against something. If you've got good balance, you can actually do this without holding onto a structure. But I do like to give people the option of actually holding onto a structure so you don't have to worry about your balance so much. Now, the importance of a dynamic movement. This leg swing that we're doing, what it's doing is stretching the hamstring and the glute when we're up here, and then stretching the hip flexor in the other end. But importantly, or more importantly than the stretch, it's a stretch and a contraction, okay? We're now gonna go laterally with the leg swings. So find something to rest up against. I'm gonna come over this side this time. And what we're gonna do now is pop the right leg out in front of us, and we're gonna swing it left and right. So we've got a stretch in one direction and a contraction with the other opposite side, okay? And that's important because if you were to hold a stretch, it's gonna do some great things for your flexibility and for your mobility. But what it does is it kind of changes the length tension relationship between the muscles and your joints. Take a 10-second, shake it off. We're gonna go with the other leg now. And what happens when you change that length tension relationship is that you can potentially lead yourself into injury territory when you do call upon your muscles for quick, fast, powerful action. So what does that mean? If you're doing your static stretching and you're working on flexibility, you want to wait until after your workouts, after your competition, after the event that you're doing, and you can do your big, long stretches before bed or as a recovery after a workout, okay? So beforehand though, before this, you want to make sure that you're moving. You're swapping and alternating between stretching and contracting, stretching and contracting. Knee hugs. So I'm going to stand up here, grab a knee, hug it. Grab a knee, hug. So with this one, what we're doing is we're stretching the glute. And when you stand up, tell me you don't feel this. Grab that. When you stand up straight, you're going to feel this glute contract. So I'm going to stretch it now, stretching the glute, and then it contracts when you grab the other knee there. So that's what we're doing. We're playing with balance, we're playing with stretching and contracting. Let's go. Okay, now you might want to grab a mat for this one. I've got a cushion. You can use a yoga mat. I'm gonna pop this down. We're gonna kneel down onto it with the right knee. Left leg goes forward, and just with a real quick pulses, hip down towards the ankle. Hip towards the ankle, and we're alternating. So you see, I'm gonna push forward, dip, come back up, push forward and up. So what I'm going for now is the stretch, the dynamic stretch in the hips. I'm not holding it. I'm gonna pulse forward, bring it back. Pulse forward, bring it back. Nice, forward, back. 10 seconds, we're gonna swap over. Now you don't need a cushion. If you're out on a grass area, or if you're on like a carpeted area, awesome. This is just so that we don't rub the skin off of our knees. So from the other side, this is how it looks. Down and then up. Now you don't have to go this kind of range of motion. You might find that you don't have it just go as far as you can to get a nice stretch, and then use your muscles to get back out of it. So forward, back, forward, back, and then we have a 10-second changeover. Good. Now we've got a dynamic pigeon. I will grab a mat for this one. I'm gonna borrow your mat, Grace. Nice purple one. What I'm gonna do is, from a panther position, bring one leg up so the shin is horizontal, and I'm gonna bring that other leg back behind me nice and straight. I'm gonna drop down and then up. So it's sort of like a little bit of a mini push-up. You don't need to have your knee off of the floor, your back knee. You don't need to have your hips on the floor as well. It's just a short little push up and down. So when you're doing this push-up motion here, number one, you're gonna feel the stretch. Feel the stretch in your hips as you go down, but then you're gonna contract that muscle to help you pull up, okay? So here we go. Bring that shin horizontal or parallel to the front of the mat. Down, get that stretch in, push up away. Down and up. So again, it's a dynamic change. It's a dynamic movement from the stretch of the glute and the piriformis, and then you're contracting the glute and the hips and the piriformis. So turn on and off, on and off. It's not holding a stretch, it's dynamically bouncing between them. So now I've got this mat out here. We're gonna do our side thoracic rotations. So this one's fun. What I'm gonna do is roll over to one side. I'm gonna have my hands basically clap. So you see my knee is rolled over to one side, and the side that my knee is on, the hand is gonna remain on the floor. I'm just gonna open my arms up, open that chest, get a nice big twisting stretch in the thoracic spine here, and then close it. So open it up, close it, and hopefully what you're feeling now is that bouncy stretch in your back, but we're also opening up the chest and closing the chest. So we're using our muscles. So let me just get in a position with this mic here. Good. So close, open it up, close it. So this one's a really, really, really good upper body, because all of those other ones we've been doing up until now, they've been a lower body. So now we're starting to look at engaging and stretching the chest, the pecs. We're also engaging the back muscles now. And up on your feet, because we're gonna start our arm circles. Oh, it's a great mat. It's so good. All right, so I'm gonna straddle the mat. We're gonna start with small circles, okay? This is 60 seconds worth of movement now. So small circles. And the reason we wanna start small is because we don't wanna stress out the rotator cuff. We don't wanna stress out all of those little muscle structures. And you see, look, we're gonna get 15 seconds in, we're gonna get slightly bigger. Get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, okay? We're gonna increase the size now of these circles until when we hit the 30-second mark there, we're doing massive, big circles forward. And now that we're halfway through, reverse it. Do big circles in reverse. But then we're gonna get that smaller. Andy, how you going? We're shrinking the size of our circles now. So 15 seconds left. As you get smaller, do the physics of a ice skater. Smaller circles, faster, 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 until you're doing tiny little circles in. Nice. Okay, cool. So hopefully 60 seconds worth of that, you've felt the shoulders open up, you've felt the muscles start to contract around the rotator cuff there. We're now gonna do huggers. So reach out, in. So this is a perfect example of upper body stretching and contracting. It's literally what we're doing with the front and the back. So we're stretching the muscles by contracting the muscles on the back. The chest muscles are opening, and then we close the chest in, contract the muscles on the front, and stretch everything on the back. And this is our dynamic upper body. Good. And guess what? Hopefully, now that we've done that 9-minute worth of movement there, you're feeling more open in the hips. You feel like you've activated the glutes, you've activated the hamstrings, we've activated all these shoulder shoulder muscles, everything in the core, the thoracic spine's had a good movement, and you're ready for your workout. So get ready to go smash it, and I'll see you in the next video.